guys, this is Dr. TWL, your skin sleuth here. In this series, we will share the science behind skincare active ingredients. We're going to shed light on how skincare active ingredients directly affect cell processes and how we can expect to see skin changes from these. Before we proceed, may I invite you to hit the subscribe button because it will make me very happy to see you following me on my journey. I will be sharing with you my top tips on identifying active ingredients in formulations which are beneficial for your skincare regimen, and hopefully this will help you to customize a skincare regimen best suited for your needs. We're going to start first with the topic of moisturizers. Have you wondered what the best moisturizer for dry, sensitive skin is? Well, let me first break down the science behind moisturizers. Moisturizers are best thought of as the glue that holds the skin cells together. Did you know that our body naturally produces a type of moisturizer? That's known as ceramide. You may have heard of this ingredient in several skincare active ingredient formulations, including anti-aging eye creams and night creams. Ceramide is actually the glue that holds your skin cells, the corneocytes, together. This makes sure that your stratum corneum, the top layer of your skin, stays healthy and resilient to environmental damage and protects it from oxidative stress. This also includes external pollutants such as particulate matter, PM 2.5, for example, that can cause skin allergies, and also microorganisms which may penetrate the skin otherwise and cause skin infections. Now, before you decide what is the best type of moisturizer for your own skin type, it is best for you to first know that your body actually makes its own store of ceramide. Individuals who have eczema, a form of severe dry skin, actually have a ceramide deficiency because of a genetic defect. This gene is known as filaggrin. There is a condition known as Ichthyosis vulgaris, which is characterized by fish scale-like lesions appearing on one's skin. Importantly, individuals with a family history of Ichthyosis vulgaris must understand that this condition is transmitted via an autosomal dominant manner. This means that if your parents have it, you will also have it as well, and also likely your siblings. This means that you have the genetic deficiency in the filaggrin gene and also will be at risk of developing moderate to severe eczema. The best moisturizers for dry skin should be ceramide-dominant formulations. In fact, there is a gold standard known as a prescription emollient device, or a PED for short. This term was coined by pediatric dermatologist Lawrence Eichenfeld, who describes such a moisturizer formulation that helps to restore the skin's natural lipid balance, and on top of that, also contains additional antioxidants that are anti-inflammatory. This usually refers to botanicals, which are over-the-counter and have pharmaceutical properties that help your skin to reduce inflammation tendencies. This is important if you are on topical steroid treatment for dry skin or eczema. This type of moisturizer reduces your reliance on long-term steroid use. And this is also critical because long-term steroid dependence can lead to a phenomenon known as tachyphylaxis, where your skin actually stops responding to very effective topical steroids because of long-term exposure. The best type of moisturizers can be analyzed in the following way. First briefly, there are categories of moisturizing ingredients such as occlusives, which you should be aware of. Petroleum jelly, Vaseline, also known as mineral oil. These perform a very basic function of merely preventing evaporation. This, however, can be problematic if it is used as a moisturizer for individuals who are acne-prone, as this can lead to comedogenesis. Mineral oil can be used safely in cleansers, as these are wash-off products and in fact can be a very effective cleanser for dry skin. But in products such as leave-on moisturizers, it potentially can cause occlusion. The way to think about occlusion is really the analogy of letting skin breathe. But it is much more scientific to think of the skin itself as a unique microenvironment which adjusts to changes in the surroundings, the temperature, humidity levels, as well as what is applied on the skin itself. The mineral oil present in moisturizers can sometimes lead to folliculitis, and this is the inflammation of hair follicles or pimples that can appear on all parts of your body, other than the palms and your soles, which do not have hair follicles. This is especially so if you live in a summer climate or tropical climates like Singapore. The best moisturizers should also contain a variety of other moisturizing actives such as humectants. Humectants are what prevents transepidermal water loss and also retains a moisturizing layer on the surface of the skin. Such a moisturizing ingredient is glycerin. Glycerin is an established humectant, and it can be used in conjunction with other ingredients such as natural moisturizing factors. As its name suggests, these are naturally occurring moisturizing ingredients that are inherently found in your skin. These can be amino acids. Hyaluronic acid, for example, is a very well-known skincare active ingredient that is able to penetrate not just the superficial layers of your skin, which is the stratum corneum, but it can also penetrate deeper. So as a form of moisturizer, it is really ideal. Superficially, it prevents water loss and also traps a layer of moisture in your skin, allowing it to appear smooth and refined. It also penetrates deeper into the dermis, and it helps to encourage beneficial cell processes in this layer. This is what is known as cell talk. This cell communication is important in terms of repairing oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is a result of environmental factors such as pollution, ultraviolet exposure, as well as the process of aging itself. DNA damage is very important for us to fight off oxidative stress, and this is an important part of anti-aging of the skin. It is critical to realize that there are also different molecular weights of hyaluronic acid, and this is very relevant because the multi-weighted type of hyaluronic acid formulation is actually the most beneficial type of moisturizer. This is because it can penetrate both the top layers as well as the deeper layers for its ideal cell communication enhancing benefits. I feel that it is also critical for one to appreciate how facial mist moisturizers work. Now, if you've ever used a facial mist, I'm sure you would have experienced how refreshing it is to apply a cooling mist on your skin in the middle of the day. But more than that, the science behind this is that it works very well to enhance absorption of moisturizing creams and moisturizing active ingredients. This is known as wet occlusion therapy. Wet occlusion therapy is part of traditional dermatologic therapy for eczema. It is the phenomenon whereby applying a wet layer on top of your creams can increase the absorption of active ingredients. It is also a great way to deliver moisture to your skin in the middle of the day when it can be inconvenient to apply moisturizing creams over makeup. In Singapore, where one is often in air conditioning, this means that there is a lot of water loss to the environment when you're in an air-conditioned environment, and that can lead to dehydrated skin that is also oily at the same time. Well, the use of a facial mist can also incorporate additional active ingredients such as polyglutamic acid and hyaluronic acid. We spoke about all of these earlier, but the key here is that in a facial mist, you can deliver higher concentrations of these, for example, together with humectants such as glycerin, in a way that's also cosmetically very comfortable in terms of its texture. When you are out and about in the daytime, it is really uncomfortable and impractical to be applying moisturizing creams. So facial mists are actually a great addition to your skincare regimen. A lot of moisturizing mists are actually based off purified deep sea water. These are mineral rich, and it can also be from thermal spring waters. And these have all been studied in selected dermatology research studies to have beneficial effects in terms of being able to calm atopic skin. Atopic skin is actually skin that is prone to eczema, or it can also be helpful for those who suffer from reactive skin. Reactive skin is a layperson's term describing skin that is prone to redness, flaking, sensitivities, and it can be due to dry, sensitive skin or eczema. It can also be due to other underlying conditions such as seborrheic dermatitis, perioral dermatitis, or even rosacea. Using a facial mist is particularly relevant for women who wear makeup on their face. This is because it's so impractical to reapply moisturizer creams on top of makeup throughout the day. For example, in a humid country like Singapore, or during summer times if you're overseas, it is critical to remain hydrated throughout the day, and it is so much more important, especially if you're in an air-conditioned environment. The critical function of facial mist is that it's able to deliver moisturizers in a suitable form, as opposed to a cream formula, which is best suited for a twice-a-day application routine, and also for individuals who suffer from oily, acne-prone skin. They may, for example, forgo the cream application completely and just opt purely for a facial mist. Now, in terms of the best ingredients in a moisturizing mist, you should look out for sodium hyaluronate, which is the chemical name for hyaluronic acid. Also, polyglutamic acid, which is sometimes known as PGA for short. Polyglutamic acid is, in my opinion, the best kept secret for facial mist because it's actually far more efficient than hyaluronic acid, and it absorbs 4 to 5 times more its weight in water compared to hyaluronic acid, which means that it's able to provide a lot more moisturizing effects to your skin. On top of that, because it is a very large molecule, it provides an instant optical illusory effect of having transparent, glassy, clear, and radiant skin simply because of its chemical structure. When you apply it on your skin as a mist, whether over your CC cream or on bare skin, it immediately fills out your lines and wrinkles and gives it a smooth, poreless look. And in fact, it's also working at the deeper levels, enhancing cell communication. Well, I hope you've enjoyed your first episode with me in this Skin Sleuth series on moisturizers. Remember to hit the subscribe button to show your love and support. If you like this content, I will be so grateful for this, and feel free to comment below for me to understand what your pressing skincare questions are, and I'll be happy to answer them.